Hi students, welcome to ANR classes. Today we will discuss some important topic in atomic structure, that is the photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. What is the photoelectric effect? Light falls on the metal surface. When light falls on the metal surface, some electrons are released from the metal surface. Ejection of electrons from metal surface when light falls on the metal surface. That effect is called as photoelectric effect. That electrons are called as photoelectrons. That electrons are called as photoelectrons. The light falls on this metal surface. This metal acts as cathode. The electron released from the cathode that are traveled towards the anode. So this effect is called as photoelectric effect. This effect is called as photoelectric effect. What is photoelectric effect, students? When light falls on the metal surface, some electrons are released from the metal surface. That effect is called as photoelectric effect. That electrons are called as photoelectrons. That electrons are called as photoelectrons. Why that electrons are called as photoelectrons? That electrons are released by photon. That electrons are released by photons. That's why that electrons are called as photoelectrons. That electrons are called as photoelectrons. That is the very important, students. When light falls on the metal surface, some electrons are released from the metal surface. That effect is called as photoelectric effect. That effect is called as photoelectric effect. Light energy used to remove the electron from metal surface. Some of the energy used to remove the electron from metal surface, that energy is called as threshold energy or work function. Threshold energy or work function. That is a very important, students. Some amount of energy required to remove the electron from metal surface. That energy is called as threshold energy or work function. Threshold energy or work function. This is the constant per particular metal. This energy is a constant per particular metal. So that is depending on threshold energy, depending on nature of the metal. Threshold energy is depending on nature of the metal, but not depending on radiation, whatever it may be. That is the very important, students. That is very important. So per metals, which metals have less threshold energy? Alkali metals have less threshold energy. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. These metals are very less threshold energies. That means less energy required to remove the electron. So why less energy is required to remove the electron? The size of these metals are very more. This is the lithium size, this is the sodium size, this is the potassium size, and rubidium size and cesium size. Size of the atom increases from top to bottom. Size of the atom increases from top to bottom. Size of the atom increases. Less energy required to remove the electron. So that means less threshold energy. Less energy used to remove the electron from metal surface. So which of the following elements have less threshold energy? Alkali metals have less threshold energy when compared to all elements. Alkali metals have less threshold energy. Why? Because more size. In alkali metals which have more size, cesium have more size. That's why that element have less threshold energy. That means less energy required to remove the electron. That means very less threshold energy. That metals easily lose the electrons. That elements easily involve in photoelectric effect. So threshold energy per particular metal constant. Threshold energy per particular element constant. That is the very important, students. So top to bottom threshold energy decreases. Top to bottom threshold energy decreases. For example, lithium threshold energy 2.42. Lithium threshold energy is 3. How much, students? 2.42. Sodium 2.3. So threshold energy decreases. And potassium 2.25. And rubidium 2.1, like that, 2 point or 1.9 decreases. So top to bottom threshold energy decreases. Why? Because size increases, size increases, size increases. Size increases, threshold energy decreases. That is the very, very important concept. So next, some energy used to remove the electron, light energy, some energy used to, out of total energy, some of the energy used to remove the electron. Remaining energy convert to kinetic energy. Remaining energy convert to kinetic energy. Light energy equal to h mu equal to 1 photon energy equal to threshold energy plus kinetic energy. Threshold energy plus kinetic energy. Based on this formula, some problems are there. Light energy is given, kinetic energy is given, calculate the threshold energy. So that formula like, so y equal to x plus z. Y equal to x plus z. Y is given, z is given, you have to calculate the x value. So x is given, z is given, you have to calculate the y value. So sometime y, z is given, you have to calculate the x value. Whatever it may be, two values are given, you have to calculate the only one value. You have to calculate the only one value. Here two values are given, you have to calculate the one value. That is the simple calculations are there based on this formula. So light energy is given, threshold energy is given, you have to calculate the kinetic energy. Is it easy or not? Easy. Simple formula is there. So is it correct, students? Okay. Is it clear? Okay, very good. So next, some conditions are there for this. So some important points or some important conditions are there, important points. Here, kinetic energy of photoelectrons, the kinetic energy of photoelectrons depending on only frequency of radiation, but does not depending on intensity of the radiation. Here graph get negative intercept, positive slope. Why they get this type of graph? So already know that formula h mu equal to what is the formula, students? H mu equal to, so h mu naught plus kinetic energy. So kinetic energy equal to what is the formula, students? Kinetic energy equal to K equal to h mu minus h mu naught. H mu minus h mu naught. So kinetic energy, what is the term on y-axis, that equal to formula is there or not? That equal to formula is there. So this equal to y equal to mx minus c form. And y equal to mx minus c. Y equal to mx minus c. So intercept is negative. What is the intercept here, students? H mu naught. Here minus h mu naught, here plus h mu naught, here for example, this is the minus 10, this is the plus 10, this is the minus 20, this is the plus 20. So negative intercept, positive slope. For particular metal, take another different metals have different threshold energies like that. So for different metals get different graphs. So this is the relation between kinetic energy and frequency. So kinetic energy of photoelectrons depending on frequency of the radiation, but not depending on intensity of the radiation. That is the very, very important, students. That is very, very important. So kinetic energy depending on frequency of the radiation, but not depending on intensity of the radiation. So intensity nothing but that is the brightness. Intensity nothing but, students, brightness of the radiation. Between kinetic energy and intensity, that is the kinetic energy not depending on intensity. There is no formula, but relation is there. So relation, what is the relation, students? Kinetic energy does not depending on intensity. So graph like this. For particular metal, another metal like this, another metal like this. That is a constant metal, that is a constant. So kinetic energy does not depending on intensity of the radiation, but depending on frequency. That is a very, very important, students. That is very, very important. So next, number of photoelectrons, number of electron emitted from the metal surface depending on intensity of the radiation, but not depending on frequency of the radiation. That is the very, very important, students. So I will explain now. So two more graphs are there. So number of photoelectrons or kinetic electric current or photoelectric current is depending on intensity, but not depending on. So number of photoelectrons depending on intensity. Intensity increases, number of photoelectrons increases. Intensity nothing but what is that, students? Intensity nothing but, so brightness, more brightness is there, light more brightness is there, that cover the more area, So more number of electrons are ejected from the metal surface. So number of photoelectrons increase with increase in intensity of the radiation. Intensity nothing but brightness of the radiation. That is the very, very important, student. Brightness of radiation. So intensity increases, number of photoelectrons increases. Intensity double, number of photoelectrons are double. Intensity 3 times, number of photoelectrons increased by 3 times. Intensity increased by 5 times, number of photoelectrons increased by 5 times. That is the very, very important, students. So next, so number of photoelectrons does not depending on frequency. Number of photoelectrons does not depending on frequency. That is a very, very important. So frequency increases or decreases for particular metal, for particular radiation, that is the constant. For particular metal, constant. Frequency increases or decreases for particular metal, number of ejection of electrons are constants. So number of photoelectrons or number of photoelectric current does not depending on electrons, nothing but current. So due to the electrons, current is produced due to the movement of electrons. So electron released from the metal surface, that electron travel towards the anode, that is entered into the circuit. That time the bulb is glow. That is a very, very important, students. So these two graphs, these 2 points are very, very important. What is that point, students? Kinetic energy of photoelectrons depending on frequency but not depending on intensity. Another point is number of photoelectrons, emission of number of photoelectrons depending on only intensity but not depending on frequency. Reverse, both are reverse. Kinetic energy depending on frequency but not depending on intensity. Number of photoelectrons depending on intensity but not depending on frequency. That is the very, very important point, students. Okay. Next, some important points are there, some important cases for this photoelectric effect. So here 3 important cases are there. For example, mu is less than mu naught. What happened? So mu less than mu naught means, so h mu is less than h mu naught. Light energy is less than threshold energy. Light energy is less than required energy to remove the electrons. So very less energy is there. That time electrons are not releases. electrons are not releases. That is the very important. For example, this chocolate cost is 100 rupees. I have only 50 rupees. How it is get this chocolate? No. So your energy, light energy is very less when compared to required energy. That time, no photoelectrons. There is no emission of electrons. There is no photoelectric effect. In this case, the photoelectric effect does not take place. So that means wavelength of the radiation is greater than threshold wavelength. Frequency less means wavelength is more. This is also very important point. For example, for this case, problem is there. So some important problems for these metals. So here wavelength of the light here given 4000 angstroms. Wavelength of the light is 4000 angstrom is given, and threshold energy H mu naught equal to 4.13 electron volts. What is that, students? Here threshold energy is given. How much that energy, students? H mu naught equal to any one of the metal, whatever it may be that metal, one of the metal is given. So that metal threshold energy, fixed metal threshold energy is H mu naught equal to 4.13 electron volts. Here light wavelength is given. So by using wavelength, you have to calculate the energy. What is the formula of energy? E equal to Sc by lambda. This is the relation between energy and wavelength, inversely proportional. Already know that this formula. So E equal to Sc by lambda. So a simple shortcut formula one is there, that E equal to 12,400 by lambda in angstroms. That energy get electron volts. This is the one shortcut formula is there. What is that formula, students? So one shortcut formula, E equal to 12,400 by lambda in angstroms. You have to take in angstroms. So energy get electron volts. Now have to simplify that. So E equal to 12,400 by 4,000. 12,400 by 4,000. So that gets 12.4 by 4, that equal to 3.1, approximately 3.1 electron volts are there. How much energy is produced, students, for this case? How much light energy is there? 3.1. How much energy? Light energy is 3.1. When compared to threshold energy, that is the less energy. When compared to threshold energy, that is the less energy. When compared to threshold energy, that is the less energy. How it is possible, students? How it is possible? The emission of electrons, the required energy is more when compared to applied energy. Applied energy is very less. Light energy is very less. That time electrons are releases? No. So the electrons are not releases. Light falls on the, so from morning onwards or night, that light falls on that metal surface, the metal won't be give electrons. Why? Because that is not required. There's a very less amount is there. Here light energy is very less when compared to required energy. In this case, any photoelectric effect is take place for this metal. Here per metal is threshold energy is 3.4 energy, here 3.1 is there. These type of problems are there in our materials. So these are very important, students. So many materials have this type of problems. Whatever it may be the material, that material. Okay, students. Now come to this. Here threshold energies all are less than this energy 3.1. So this light is very suitable for these metals. So these all metals emits the electrons. This These all metals emit the electrons. Why? Because your light energy is greater than the threshold energies. Is it clear, students? So your light energy how much, students? 3.1. This all metal threshold energy is less than 3.1. So this all metals emits the electrons. That electrons also move with some kinetic energy. So by using these metals, for these metals, this light is very suitable. That time electrons are releases. Is it clear, students? For this metal, no releases. For example, copper. So copper threshold energy is 4.8 like that. So for this case, this energy is suitable, students. What is the copper threshold energy? Approximately that is the 4.8 electron volts like that. That case, electrons are releases, students. This energy is very suitable, students. No, that energy is not sufficient to release the electrons. This energy is very less when compared to this energy. So, on copper metal, that electrons are not releases. This light falls on the copper metal from morning onwards, evening. So, electrons are not releases. That is the very, very important, students. So 2 days or 3 days, 5 days, 10 days or 20 days or 1 year, this light falls on the copper metal. Copper metal can't release the electrons. Why? Because that energy is very less. Is it clear, students? Okay, very good. So next, another condition is there. What is this condition, students? Mu less than mu naught, there is no photoelectric effect. Mu less than mu naught, there is no photoelectric effect, students. So that means light energy is less than threshold energy or work function. That means light wavelength is greater than threshold wavelength. Light wavelength is greater than threshold wavelength. That is very, very important. So next, one more condition. So second condition, mu equal to mu naught. That means light energy equal to threshold energy. This is a very, very important, students. Light energy equal to threshold energy. So that means lambda equal to lambda naught. Lambda naught means threshold wavelength. This is the light wavelength or radiation wavelength. So for this case, electrons are releases. Why? Because here sufficient energy is there. Electrons are releases, but the electron cannot move. Why? Because here kinetic energy is 0. This equal to 0. That means kinetic energy is 0. Electrons are releases, but can't move. Here settle that place only. So that time also current is not produced. This case also current is not produced. That is very, very important. Based on this phenomena, out of the bits. So here light wavelength is 3000 angstroms. Light wavelength is 3000 angstroms. Here threshold energy equal to, again same value, 4.13 angstroms. Electron volts. So this is the threshold energy. This is the wavelength of the radiation. Wavelength of the radiation given and threshold energy is given. So that is possible or not, 1 second. So calculate the energy. What is the formula, students? Energy. So 12,400 by angstroms, lambda in angstroms, that equal to 3000. That it gets that value approximately 4.13 electron volts. Simplify that. So this 12.4 by 3, that equal to 4.1, approximately 4.13. So here light energy is exactly equal to threshold energy. So that energy is used to remove the electron. There is no kinetic energy. That time electrons can't be moved. That is a very, very important, students. So this energy falls on this metals. What happens, friends? This energy falls on this metals. What happened? So for this lithium, electrons or releases can move, and sodium also electrons releases. That electrons move from cathode to anode. That time current is produced and the bulb or whatever it may be glows. So next, potassium. On potassium also electron releases. On rubidium also electron releases. On cesium also releases. For copper can't be releases. Why? Because that energy is very less than this. For this metal, this is the one of the type of metal, whatever it may be the metal. For this metal, same energy. Electrons are releases, but that electrons can't be flow. Why? Because the kinetic energy is zero. This energy passes on these metals. All alkali metals release the electrons, and that electrons can be moved. Why? Because the extra energy is there. That extra energy convert to kinetic energy. That is a very, very important, students. This energy passes on the copper. The electrons not releases. Electrons not releases from copper. From morning onwards or any days do that experiment. The copper can't be give electrons. Why? Because here the applied energy is very less. Supplied energy is very less, students. Is it clear, students? These points are very, very important. Next, one more condition is there. That is the important condition, students. That is a very, very important condition. That is the useful condition. That is the useful case. What is that condition, students? Third point. Mu greater than mu naught. Mu greater than mu naught. That means radiation, frequency of radiation is greater than threshold frequency. So that means light energy is greater than mu h mu threshold energy or work function, or wavelength of the radiation is less than threshold wavelength. Less wavelength, more energy. Less wavelength, more energy. More frequency, more energy. That is a very, very important. For example, we take the wavelength. So energy not given directly. Wavelength is given. How to calculate the energy? By simple formula is there. So here wavelength 1240 is given. Angstroms. So very less wavelength. So more energy. So energy equal to, what is the formula, students? Energy equal to, what is the formula, students? Energy equal to, that is the very, very important, equal to 12,400 angstroms, by lambda in angstroms. That get, what is the angstroms value? 1240. So this value get 10 electron volts approximately. This value get 10 electron volts approximately. This is the very, very important, students. This is the very, very important. 12,400 by 1240. 12,400 by 1240. This is the very, very important, students. This is very, very important. So here light energy is, here take the same condition. Threshold energy is again 4.13. So same metal, threshold energy is constant. Threshold energy only depending on nature of the metal. Metal is constant. Take the particular metal, that metal threshold energy is always constant. So in first case also this is the threshold energy, second case also this is the threshold energy, third case also this is the threshold energy. Now light energy is very more when compared to threshold energy of that metal. That is the very, very important, students. That is the very, very important. So here extra energy is there. This light passes on this metal. So energy, electrons are releases. That electrons are flow from the cathode to anode. That time current is produced. For this case also electrons are releases. So that electrons are moved. This is the useful case. This condition used in photoelectric cells. So in this case electrons are releases. That electrons move from cathode to anode and circuit current is produced. That is the very, very important case. So this energy passes on this all metals. Electrons are releases. That electrons are moved from cathode to anode. That time current is produced. That type of cells are called as photoelectric cells. In photoelectric cells, mostly used which elements, students? Alkali metals. Which elements? Alkali metals used in photoelectric cathode. Why? Because the threshold energies are very less. Threshold energies are very less. Less threshold energies, very less threshold energies that are very, very important, students. The light falls on the metal surface, easily release the electrons. That is the very, very important. For example, sometime ask here potassium threshold energy is not given. How to find out that value? So that value is in between. So compared to rubidium, that value is more. When compared to sodium, that value is less. Why? Because top to bottom size increases. Threshold energy decreases. Well, for example, that value approximately 2.2 like that. So only one of the option is there in between these two options. So one option is 2.3 is there, one option is 2.1 is there, one option is 2.5 is there, another option is 2.2 is there. What is the correct option, students? 2.2. This value is in between sodium and rubidium. For example, rubidium is not given. This value is in between potassium and cesium. Some elements are given. So some elements threshold energies are given, light wavelength is given. So which metals release the electrons? For this condition, all metals are release the electrons. In before cases, some metals only release the electrons. How many metals can release the electrons? These type of bits are very, very important, students. Is it clear, students? Photoelectric cathode? Okay, next go to some more important models for this concept. So here kinetic energy equal to H mu equal to, what is the formula, students? H mu minus H mu naught. So in case of kinetic energy, you have to write E into electrode potential mu naught, that equal to H mu minus H mu naught. This is the very, very important formula. In case of kinetic energy, what is the formula is there? Kinetic energy equal to charge into electrode potential. E is nothing but charge. Not electron volts, students, this. Not electron volts. Charge into electrode potential, stopping potential. That potential into charge equal to kinetic energy. Potential into charge equal to kinetic energy. This formula is very, very important. Based on this formula, some graphs. So here mu naught equal to H by E into mu minus H by E mu naught. Is it clear, students? This formula. So here graph between V naught nothing but potential, that is the potential, stopping potential. The voltage applied in opposite direction. So in which case electrons are stopped, that potential, apply the potential. Is it clear, students? Some potential applied on opposite direction. The potential stop the electron, release the electron, that potential is called as stopping potential. So mu naught and mu, what is the relation, students? So V naught, not mu naught, students, very, very important. V naught means potential and mu frequency. So that is y equal to mx minus c, negative intercept is there, like this. So what is the slope, students, here? H by E. H by E is a slope. What is the intercept, students? H by E into mu naught. What is the intercept, students? H mu naught by E. This is the intercept, this value. So here negative, here positive. This is the graph between V naught and mu. Sometime ask the graph between frequency and V naught, reverse. So now y-axis what is there? Mu is there. So by using this formula, so h mu equal to h mu naught plus E V naught. So that equal to mu equal to, here h cancel, mu naught E by h into V naught plus mu naught. So this is the formula, students. So mu equal to E by h into V naught. This is the V naught. The V naught is a potential. V naught is a potential. Mu naught is a threshold frequency. So y equal to mx plus c. Y equal to mx plus c. So that is the graph. So this is the intercept. What is the intercept, students? Here mu naught. What is the slope, students? E by h. This is the very important. So slope here h by e, here e by h. That is the very important, students. These graphs are very useful graphs. These graphs are very useful graphs. So next I will explain some important models in photoelectric capacitor. Some problems are there. So here metal threshold frequency is F naught. Metal threshold frequency is F naught. So first radiation frequency mu equal to 2 F naught. The first radiation falls on that metal. The frequency is, what is the frequency, students? Frequency of radiation mu equal to 2 F naught. That is more than 2 times more than frequency of metal. So next another radiation used on same metal, that frequency equal to second frequency. This is the mu1, this is the mu2, that equal to 5 F naught. So now find out the F naught. Now find out the F naught or velocities. Now find out the velocities of that V1 and V2. What is the ratio of the velocities? What is the ratio of velocities of that kinetic energy, that velocities? First velocity V1, here velocity is V1, here velocity is V2. Velocity is V2. What is the ratio of V1 and V2? There are ratios. So how to find out this type of problems? Metal is constant, that's why metal frequency is F naught. So two different frequencies are uses. Here velocity is V1, here velocity is V2. What is the ratio? How to calculate? Already know that formula. H into mu minus mu naught equal to kinetic energy. Kinetic energy nothing but half mv square. So take the mu1. So this is the V1. So H into, what is the V1, students? 2 F naught. What is the mu naught, students? F naught. So that equal to half into m V1 square. So I have to simplify that. This value H 2 F naught minus F naught, that is the F naught. H F naught equal to half mv square, mv1 square. This is the equation number 1. So second condition is there. What is the second condition, students? So here mu2, H mu2. What is the mu2 value? 5 F naught minus F naught equal to half mv2 square. Okay, students. So I have to simplify that. 4 F naught equal to, so H 4 F naught H equal to half mv2 square. So this is the equation number 2. This is the equation number 2. 2 by 1. 2 by 1. So that equal to 2 by 1 equal to. So 4 f naught h by 4 f naught h by. So f naught h. So here f naught h cancel. And 4 that equal to 4 that equal to what? So of m v2 square by of m v1 square of m cancel. So that equal to v2 square by v1 square. That is a very very important, students. So next 4 by 1 that equal to v2 square by v1 square. So that equal to, so both sides apply the square root and root cancel this. So v1 by v2 equal to 1:2. That is a very very important, students. So here 2 by 1 that is the v2 by v1. Now v1 by v2 that equal to 1/2. That equal to 1:2. This model is very very important based on photoelectric aperture. So this is a very very important. This is a very very important. Is it clear, students? So here different values also given here. Different values, for example, here 4, here 5, here 10, here 20. Different values are given to calculate the velocity ratios. So whatever it may be, values are given. This is the procedure calculations of velocity ratios. Is it clear, students? Okay, I will explain one more model based on this. So frequencies are V1 and V2. Frequencies are different frequencies. Here mu1, this is the mu2. Here kinetic energies ratios are given, that equal to 1:k or 1:10 or whatever it may be, kinetic energies are given. So now find out the mu naught. Now find out the mu naught or f naught. Now find out the threshold frequency of that metal. Threshold frequency of that metal. That is a very very important, students. So how to find it? Same model. So here formula, what is the formula is there? H mu minus mu naught, here mu1 mu naught equal to kinetic energy, first case 1. So this is the formula, equation number 1. So next H into mu2 minus mu naught, that equal to kinetic energy K. So this is the equation number 2. So 1/2 get 1/2. So H cancel. So mu1 minus mu naught by mu2 minus mu naught, that equal to 1/k. So I have to cross multiplication, get. So k into mu1 minus mu2, sorry mu naught, that equal to 1 into mu2 minus mu naught. So I want now mu naught value. So I have to multiply k into mu1 minus k into mu naught, that is equal to mu2 minus mu naught. So this mu naught bring this side, this value bring that side. So what is that? Mu naught minus k into mu naught, that equal to mu2 minus k into mu1, k into mu1. So I have to common the mu naught in this. Mu naught equal to, sorry, mu naught into 1 minus k, that equal to mu2 minus k mu 1. K mu 1. That is the very important. So next mu naught equal to, what is the formula, students? Mu 2 minus k mu 1 by 1 minus k. Here potential kinetic energies are given, values are given. So by using this manner, easily calculate the mu naught value. Here 1:10 or 2:3 is given. So here 2, here 1, here 2, 1:2. Here 10:30 is given. So that is 10:30 means 3, 1:3. Here 1, here 3. So 4:5 is given. This is the 4, this is the 5. So I have to simplify that this manner. So this is the very important model. This model is there in so many books. Is it clear, students? This is the very important, students. So I will explain one more important problem is there. So very important problem. Next problem is very important. So h mu minus h mu naught equal to half mv square of mv square. So here v square equal to, what is the formula? V square equal to, so that equal to, sometime write the frequencies h into mu minus mu naught, that equal to the v square equal to 2 by m. So this value side that side h and mu minus mu naught. So v equal to 2 by m h into mu minus mu naught whole power 1 by 2. This is the formula for v, velocity of the that electron, photoelectron. So in wavelength based on photoelectric effect, this is the important problem. So what is that problem? Why wavelength falls on the metal surface? Intensity is x. The intensity is x. So the metal emits the y electrons. Y is the number of photoelectrons emitted by per second. That is the photoelectric current. So average energy, that means kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is Z. Number of photoelectron per second means that is the current produced by metal. That is the number of photoelectrons. And wavelength of the light is lambda, and the intensity of the radiation is x. Intensity of the radiation is x. So what is the question? What will happen to y and z if the x is double? X means intensity is increases double. Intensity is increased by 2 times. So what happened? So number of photoelectrons emitted from metal, that is depending on intensity. I already know that this point. So number of photoelectrons emitted by metal, that is y. Intensity increases, y is increases. Intensity increased by 2 times. Y also increased by 2 times. Y also increased by 2 times. But kinetic energy, the average energy, nothing but that is the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy does not depending on intensity. Intensity double or triple or decreases or increases. Kinetic energy is constant. So what is the conclusion? So y is double, z is remain constant. Y is double. Y means the metal emits y electrons. Electron emission of electrons increases with increase in intensity, but kinetic energy is constant. That is not depending on intensity. Kinetic energy only depending on frequency. This model is very important. Intensity increased by 2 times. Number of photoelectrons increased by 2 times. Kinetic energies remain constant. So this is the photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect first explained by Higgs, that is developed by Einstein. So based on photoelectric effect, radiation have particle nature. Photoelectric effect is evidence for the particle nature of the radiation. So here reflection and refraction and equal to mc square and photoelectric effect, line spectrum of the hydrogen and back body radiation, the heat capacity of the metals. What are the points to its reflection, refraction, photoelectric effect, line spectrum of the hydrogen and equal to mc square. Heat capacities are produced by metals. These all are evidence for the particle nature of the radiation. So, but equal to h mu indicates the dual nature of the matter. Equal to h mu indicates dual nature of the matter. And next, interference and diffraction properties. Interference and diffraction properties are evidence for the wave nature of the radiation. That is explained by Huygens and developed by Maxwell. So, based on this all phenomena, light have dual nature. That means particle nature, both particle nature and wave nature. So, this video is very, very useful for you. Next video also very useful for you. Don't miss it, students. So, thank you very much.